Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama, and it's just started raining here. Hey Aries, this is your May 2018 General OsHo ZeN Tarot reading. So this is for Aries Sun, Moon or Rising, and we're just going to feel into the general energies through a Celtic card, Celtic cross spread. So I'm doing these live so they're instantly uploaded. There shouldn't be any glitches or anything. So feel free to switch on to participate. But there's no one there at the moment, so I'm talking to myself. Doesn't matter. View it later and yay. Okay, so let's see what's going on. We've got the Scorpio full moon here today. The transformational energies. I've done another reading, full reading on that today. Filmed it this morning. So let's just see what's happening with you, Aries. So we've got past lives, and this is at the heart of your reading, and this is all to do with patterning, conditioning, unconscious things that we just bring into the now through energies of the past. So it's kind of like that South Node energy in the tarot, in astrology. South Node is your soul's lessons, what you've been living in other lives that maybe you haven't got the lesson yet, and then the North Node is your destiny. So, or it could be that you're connecting with someone from a past life, but there's a real deep knowing with this person. They feel like home. They get you. They get you on a non-physical level. So past lives, the known and the unknown. So we don't bring this information through for good reason. I mean, there's enough pain in this lifetime without having to consciously recollect all of the stories from our past lives. So, but they're still there. I mean, energetically they're still there, and sometimes, you know, epigenetics and all of that generational lineage, you know, it all comes through our DNA. Crossing this is the Fool. So the Scorpio full moon's all about ending cycles, ending patterns, behaviors, ending past narratives, and rebirthing into the new. And the Fool is all about this new journey. A lot of the readings I've been doing in May has had the World card, completion of a cycle. Aries, you have the Fool. You're starting a whole new beginning. Maybe there's already been a completion. Last month, I mean, it was your solar return. It's just been your solar return, and now the sun's in Taurus. So there was a lot of fiery Aryan energy around us prior to the sun going into Taurus and things shifting a little bit. Aries is in Chiron, though, at 0 degrees at the moment. So it's this healing past wounds, like maybe really deep soul-based wounds. And in doing so, you create space for a new beginning. This is innocence. Some say naivety, but, you know, the Fool has the universe at it. There's a deep trust and a deep knowing here. Well, it is not. It's not a deep trust and a deep knowing. It's unconscious. It's just going to take the leap of faith. It's like jumping off the cliff, but knowing that, trusting that there's somewhere safe for you to land. But there's always going to be lessons along the way. This is the beginning of a new cycle, so the lessons never end. Even if you've completed one cycle in your life, this next cycle is going to have more lessons for you to learn. Because, yeah, like I said, we have the transformational. We have it today. It's here today. There's a rebirth. This is the 10 of Swords. Been lots of past hurts, betrayals, stabs in the back, you know, pain. Pain. We are all heartbroken, all of us. And Aries, you've been through a lot of pain. And now it's time to birth into innocence. And this, you know, the Fool's innocent too. That lion's roaring in pain, but rebirthing into new, fresh innocence. Welcome. Fresh innocence, freshness, seeing the world with fresh eyes. You've healed, you know, healing these past patternings, karmic ties, soul's lessons. We get reincarnate into this life and go, oh my gosh, again the same lesson. Until we learn it. until we release it, until we let go of these swords. We yank all the swords out and throw them away, going, no more. I'm cutting the energy cords to this right now. And I'm birthing myself anew. Because consciously, Aries, there's a fighting energy around. You're armored up and ready for battle. This is the Page of Swords in the standard deck. This is, you know, in your head and verbal diarrhea, like no tact with what comes out of your mouth. It just flows out and creates conflict and drama wherever it goes. Red eyes, and you know, metaphysically means looking at your life through angry eyes, you know, not liking what you see. Why don't you like what you see? You're on a new beginning. You've ended a cycle of something. There's a rebirthing energy here. Don't armor yourself up. Strip that armor off, Aries. Soften. Soften like this innocent little child. It's playful. It's creative, this energy. Innocence. We are all innocent. As human beings, we are all innocent. There's the known and the unknown, and we come through in this lifetime not knowing consciously about our past lives. We can do, you know, past life regressions, and it'll bring up some stuff, but we don't really want to know all of it because it's painful, and it's probably created this, you know, to armor up, to know, to have this pattern of always needing to stand up for yours, to fight for what you believe in, to... You've been hurt so much that it's too hard to let your heart out there. It's too hard to let your heart be open and vulnerable, and to allow your true vulnerable side to shine and be free and able to express yourself authentically. Wow, the sun's come out now. It's just one of those really magical autumn days here today. Because, yeah, in the past you may have had a Leo, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in your life, or this is you being so moral, being, you know, this is the way, I've always done it. It's very rigid and fixed energy, really deeply set in conditioning. You know, it's in your head, your thoughts, and what's being told to you about what's right and wrong. This is how you live. It's not right if you do that. Come on, don't do it like that. You know, that's just immoral type thing, that Puritan kind of energy. But it's also the Queen of Swords in the standard deck is also being really articulate, able to slice things out of your life that no longer serve you. Just cut them away. Cut ties. And you have cut some ties. You've cut ties. You've ended a cycle. You've ended a cycle and you're rebirthing into the new. But yeah, she's pretty, yeah. Not a lot of fluidity and flexibility or grace there. It's pretty controlled and rigid. Anyway, but you're moving into a new awareness, Aries. It's a little Buddha-like, childlike Buddha coming out of the shadows, breaking through the illusion. Maya. Understanding that you're free and you're innocent and you can see life anew. Don't need these energies. No way. They're not going to serve you, being stuck in your head and telling yourself the same old painful moralistic story. This is how it's supposed to be. Oh, they've done me so wrong, and putting everything outside of yourself, blaming others for everything that's going on in your life. It does not serve you. But you're coming to a new awareness. You're understanding that, yep, I've had all these patterns. I've had all this pain. But I'm 100% responsible for my life. I chose this soul path. I chose this journey for the lessons I'm here to learn. And I'm rebirthing anew, and I'm stepping into this new journey with this complete new awareness, with this innocence and openness and sense of freedom. Wow, it'd be really cool if a rainbow appeared behind us. I was filming the Scorpio full moon reading this morning, and this beautiful flock of birds. I didn't actually see what they were. They were probably brown cuckoo doves, because they often fly in big flocks over our house, and it just whooshed up behind, and it was so beautiful. One of the girls that were watching saw it as well. So pretty beautiful. So it'd be kind of perfect if a beautiful arch of colors come to us now too. But hey, maybe I'll manifest it. Right, so this is you. Yay, this is you, Aries. This is being whole. This is being really abundant and prosperous, but not attached to any of it, because you're so deeply spiritual. You're centered, you're peaceful, you're grounded. So whatever you got in your life, it doesn't matter if it goes, because you've still got that inner peace and unconditional love for yourself and others. And you also are super generous. You're super generous with your time, with your love, with your open-heartedness, and with your prosperity and abundance. You're very, very generous. So that's how you're feeling. Deeply abundant, prosperous, content, centered. That's beautiful. What you're attracting from outside, or how others are seeing you, they're seeing you as like a volcano about to erupt, being bound and tied to things. Well, this is what you're attracting from the outside. So maybe something's in your life that you're feeling bound and tied to. Feeling like you just want to break free from. But you can break free. I mean, if you've got, in the standard deck, this is 10 rods being carried on a guy's shoulders and struggling and struggling and struggling. Do you really need to be carrying all of this? Do you really need to be bound and tied to this? Do you really need that heaviness on your shoulders? Do you? Can't you just drop some of them? Can't you untangle yourself from this? You get to choose. You're the creator of your life, and this is you. Completely contrasting energies here, but this is the end of a cycle as well. So maybe this is the cycle that you're ending and you're starting anew. This is how you've been perceived, or this is what you've got in the energies around you. But you're dropping a lot of those. You're dropping the burdens. You're dropping the sense of responsibility to have so many things, feeling so responsible for so many things. You're getting yourself untangled before you erupt. Don't wait for the eruption. No. And your hopes and fears is this cup of love. So this is your hopes. No one fears love. Well, yes, we all actually fear being totally vulnerable in love, because it's so amazing, you don't want to lose it. But your hopes and fears, you're fearing that you might not have this love. You're fearing that you won't be offered this love, or you're fearing offering love. You've filled your cup up and you're self-loving, or you're fearing giving that love to yourself. I mean, it could be either way. You're fearing giving love. You're fearing that you're not going to receive any love from anybody else. All love comes from that love that you have for yourself. I say this so often, it's like a kind of becoming a broken record, but the love we receive from others is just so deeply reflective of the love we give for ourselves. Do you love yourself deeply, Aries? Do you treat yourself with love? It looks like, you know, you've got so much wholeness going on here that it seems like you're taking good care of your physical body, although he looks like he might be overindulging a little bit. Grapes are good. He's got, you know, hasn't got a six-pack going on there. But he's happy, he's content with himself. Do you love yourself? Because every other relationship will show you how much you love yourself. You have good personal boundaries. Do you settle? Do you set high standards for what you want to attract into your life? Be really clear about what you want to, write it down. Write down exactly what you want in a partner. Be very specific, because if you're not, you may get exactly what you wish for, and it might not be what you pictured. So be very specific, because, yeah, I've experienced this in the past. Final outcome? Yay, Aries. The Page of Fire. This is your energy. 2 fire cards here. 1 water. Playful. Soften. Playful. Look, you've got 3, you know, you've got the innocence of the Fool, and then you have 2 children in your reading. I know which energy I'd rather be. Drop the armor. Soften into your heart space and play. Laugh. Laughter is such great therapy. Play with kids. Do something really silly. You know, you're really attractive when you're laughing and smiling. And if you want to attract love, be your most attractive self. This is not attractive. This is so not attractive. No. Open your heart, soften into your heart, and soften into your childlike nature, your innocence. Break away from your shadow. That's the work you're doing now in the Scorpio full moon. You're releasing your shadow. Stepping into this beautiful, playful, Aryan energy. Healing yourself. Right, I have the Nature's Whispers Oracle, and I'm going to allow one card to come through. And we have Seek Beauty. Yes. And that's a really beautiful card to come up with the sun in Taurus, because Taurus is all about beauty, sensuality, the beauty of nature. And you have, you know, this energy around you. That's you. That was you. That's how you are at the moment. You're grounded, and you're feeling into this beauty that is our earth, this abundance that we have on our earth, this abundance of love, this abundance of earthly pleasures, and beauty. So seek beauty. This is a time to reflect on love and to seek out beauty. Create memories. Take time to enjoy your experiences, celebrations, and special occasions. The recollection of happy moments will support you, not only in the world around you, but also within. Seek out the loving qualities that you appreciate about yourself. Search for your own beauty. Look at yourself and the world around you from a new perspective. Yeah. Give yourself the love that you seek. See the beauty in yourself, and then you'll see that beauty reflected back to you and others. See everything with fresh eyes, with this new awareness, because you've been through a rebirth. See everything with fresh new eyes this month, Aries. And we've got one card from the Universal Love Oracle as well, and then that should be enough for you this month of May, Aries. Beautiful reading. Don't armor up. Drop the armor. Fighting's not fun. You want happiness. And this come up for the Scorpio full moon reading this morning. Very interesting. And a child. So there's some healing that needs to be done. Yeah. That's, you know, the rebirth is, yeah, the rebirth card is unconscious. So you need this rebirth, Aries. I'm going to read this inner child card. I do all this healing, so if anyone's interested, check out the description below. Yeah, I'm labeled as a children's well-being practitioner, but a lot of the time, a lot of things that I'm healing are just projections from the unhealed inner child of the parents surrounding the child. So I work with adults mostly, which is beautiful. I love working with children, but, you know, it's really amazing to really honor this little being that's still a part of us. Your inner child yearns for love and attention. Your inner child wants to have fun, so maybe it's time to stop taking things so seriously and listen to the message your inner child has for you. Here we go, this playful page of fire. I live inside your heart, waiting patiently. I, the one you left behind, have never left you. For through all your travels, your days and nights, I've been with you. Look back through the mists of time and clouds of emotion, and you will see. You will see me. I'm here waiting, and finding me, you will become whole. And knowing me, you'll know yourself better too. for we are one. I am the pure essence of you, before the world took hold and reshaped you. I am the essence of your soul self, the guardian of your true self. Let us travel the rest of our path together. Our whole world awaits us. Our whole universe surrounds us with love. All of time resides within us. All of time unfolds before us. Let us shed light on darkness. Let us jump for joy. Let us be all that we are through life's unfolding dream. Let love conquer all. Have this rebirth, take it, step back into that playful energy with this new awareness, playful energy. Love yourself deeply, Aries, and then you'll find that love you're looking for. Take that leap of faith this month. Big love, deep blessings. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence. Bye.